Hello everyone, welcome back. I was about to make my coffee this morning and I realized in all my grocery shopping, I forgot to pick up my coffee creamer. So I made myself some homemade coffee creamer and it occurred to me to share with you guys how I make my coffee creamers at home. It is quick, inexpensive, and it is delicious because you can make it as fancy or as simple as you like. And to me, what is most important is that you know exactly what is in your coffee creamers. So come on, let's go. So I'm going to make about 4 different flavors of coffee creamers. So I have those in my refrigerator for when I need it. So I'm going to show you the 4 flavors I'm going to make, but you can go ahead and make any flavors that you like, guys. It is so simple and it is so inexpensive. So these are all the ingredients I'm going to need for making my coffee creamers today. I'm going to go ahead and make a spice chai coffee creamer, a coconut nutmeg coffee creamer, a ginger turmeric coffee creamer, and also I'm going to go ahead and make a spice pumpkin rum coffee creamer. And you don't have to use heavy whipping cream. Just because of the different flavors, I'm going to use heavy whipping cream in one and maybe half and half in another. But you can just use regular milk. If you're lactose intolerant, you can go ahead and use almond milk or oat milk. You are going to need your sweetener. So for this, I'm going to use my sweetened condensed milk. It will sweeten your coffee creamer, so that way you will not need any sugar. And it will also make your coffee creamer a little creamier. Now for my flavors, I'm going to make a spice chai coffee creamer. So I'm going to go ahead and use a chai tea. For that, I'm going to also make my rum spiced pumpkin coffee creamer. So I'm going to need a little pumpkin puree for that. I'm also going to make a coconut nutmeg flavored coffee creamer. So I'm going to go ahead and use my coconut milk and my nutmeg. And I'm going to go ahead and make a ginger turmeric coffee creamer. So I'm going to need turmeric powder and ginger powder. And this one I really love because it is just so good for you. Turmeric and ginger, you will just fight some inflammation. So whilst you're enjoying your coffee, you'll also be getting the benefits of turmeric and ginger in your coffee creamer. So exciting. I'm going to be using a little rum for my spiked pumpkin spice coffee creamer. And I'm going to go ahead and use my Chairman's Reserve. I'm from the islands. So this is from St. Lucia. And it is just so delicious. And this Chairman's Reserve I'm using the spiced flavored one. I also have here some rum extract, some cinnamon, nutmeg, vanilla extract, some coconut extract, and I have some pumpkin pie spice. So these are all just to enhance the flavors of my coffee creamer. And you can go ahead and use any flavors that you like. With the at-home coffee creamers, the sky is the limit. You can do whatever you want to do with them. There are so many flavors that you can incorporate in your homemade coffee creamers. But I'm just going to go ahead and make my favorites. For my first coffee creamer flavor, as you guys know, I'm an island girl, so I'm going to go ahead and start off with my rum spiked spice pumpkin coffee creamer. So for that, I'll need a little rum, my pumpkin puree, my sweetened condensed milk, my pumpkin pie spice, a little vanilla extract, a little rum extract. So in here I have 2 cups of half and half. To my half and half, I'm going to go ahead and add my sweetened condensed milk. A heaping tablespoon of pumpkin puree. And you can add as much or as little as you like. Or you can adjust the flavor as you go. To this, I'm going to add a little vanilla extract, a little of my rum, and I'm using the Chairman's Reserve spiced rum. This rum is from St. Lucia. I'm an island girl, so sticking with my island flavors. About a tablespoon and a half of my rum. And I'm going to go in with a teaspoon of my pumpkin pie spice and a little dollop of my rum extract. And just go ahead and mix. This smells so good. Just going to go ahead and add another tablespoon of my pumpkin puree. We're in the pumpkin season, so I want to make sure that I taste my pumpkin in there. It smells so good. I'm going to go ahead and give it a taste to see if I need to adjust any of my spices. Oh my gosh, this is delicious. A little splash of rum. This one is going to be for my Sunday mornings, guys. After a long week at work, you need a little spike to your coffee. And this will be perfect for any time you feel like you need to add a little spike to your coffee, guys. And that's it, guys. This is how simple it is to make. Now I'm going to go ahead and fill up my bottle. So this is it. This is our first flavor. Rum spiked pumpkin spice coffee creamer. Okay guys, so on to our next flavor. And I'm going to go ahead with my instant chai tea and also my sticky chai spice. Guys, this is just so good. I love chai, anything chai, I love. because of all the spices. It is just such a warming tea for those cold mornings, cold nights, cold afternoons. Oh my gosh, and it smells so delicious. Look, guys. These are all the whole chai spices in there. And I just wish you guys could smell it because it smells so good. So I'm going to go in with some of my chai spices. Look at this. This is how good it is. When you find a good chai tea, please go ahead and pick it up. Look at all the whole spices in this tea. And I'm also using my chai powdered tea. And this one is a powder, guys. And this one is just so good. This is the one that I currently use. And as you can see, the bag is almost empty. And I have 2 other bags sitting in my pantry. I do not ever want to be out of my chai tea. And this is what this one looks like. And it is so concentrated. This small bag of this chai tea makes, I think, about 195 cups. This is how concentrated it is. And it smells so good. So I just want you guys to see what I am using. And this video is not sponsored, guys. At this moment, none of my videos are sponsored, but I just like to show you guys exactly what I am using because I want for when you make it, for it to be as delicious as when I make it. I do not want to show you how to make something and it doesn't come out the way that I said it's supposed to come out, and for you guys to think that I'm not showing you everything. I always show you guys everything that I use. Regardless of my videos not being sponsored, I still want to show you what I use, and I can give you substitutions of other things that you can use to make everything at home delicious. A tablespoon of my whole chai spice, because as I said, this flavor is my favorite. So I'm going to go in with my spices. I'm not holding back with my chai right there. And it needs to steep in warm water for a few minutes. So I need to get it in here. Oh my gosh, this chai tea just smells so good. If you're asleep, it will wake you up. It's so good. And I'm going to go in with about a tablespoon. I know it will be very strong, but I don't mind. And I want my chai coffee creamer to come out delicious. So I'm just going to go ahead and add some water to this. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. So I'm just going to go ahead and let this sit. And I'm going to go ahead and start on the rest of my ingredients. 1 cup of half and half. 1 cup. And I'm going to also go in with half a cup of heavy whipping cream. So I'll have 1.5 cups. Right here. To my half and half and heavy cream, I'm going to go ahead and add half a can of my condensed milk. I'm going to go ahead and mix this, make sure my condensed milk is fully dissolved. going to go in with a little dash of vanilla extract. Just for a little extra flavor, guys. And do not be afraid to play with your coffee creamers. Have fun with it. To my milk mixture, I'm going to go ahead and add 1 teaspoon of my powdered chai tea. I'm going to go ahead and strain my chai tea mixture in here. Oh my gosh, smells so good. Beautiful. This one is my favorite, guys. If you need a little pick-me-up, you're not feeling too good, you're not feeling 100, your energy is down, just have a little chai tea and it will perk you right up. So this is why this coffee creamer recipe is one of my favorites. Go ahead and give it a little taste. Delicious. Always taste when you're making anything, so that way you can adjust your flavors. And if after you taste you feel you need a little more sweetened condensed milk, go ahead and use that. The only other spice I think my chai spice would benefit from is maybe a little ground cloves, guys. So that's why it's important to taste and adjust to your liking. I love spices, and chai cloves is everything. So I'm going to go in with a little powdered cloves, ground cloves, guys. And just about half a teaspoon. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in my bottle. And you can use any bottle you have sitting at home, guys. If you have glass jars or glass containers, if you have a bottle that you had rum in, just go ahead like this bottle. If you have a bottle of rum and it's empty, just go ahead and just take the label off. And this is a beautiful bottle. Just take the label off, scrub it down, and save this bottle for when you're making this. Bottle was a bottle from a cocktail mix that I bought some time ago. So when it was done, I just peeled off the label and saved the bottle, not knowing that I would need it for something. So that's what I do whenever I see a good glass jar or good bottle, like these spaghetti glass jars. Go ahead and save them. Take the labels off, wash the labels off, and use it for something else. This glass bottle is a milk glass bottle that I bought some milk some time ago, and I saved the bottle and I've been using it as a water bottle in my refrigerator. So now it's going to be what I use for my spice chai coffee creamer. So you do not need to go out and buy a glass bottle, guys. Save the bottles. I know sometimes it's hard to find space to save these bottles, but if you find a good glass jar or a good glass bottle, please do not throw it out. Sometimes these spaghetti sauces come in some beautiful glass jars that because the label is on there, you do not realize that it's such a beautiful glass jar. Just soak the label off in some water and peel it off and save the jar. Beautiful. This is my second coffee creamer, my spice chai. On to our third flavor is our coconut cream nutmeg coffee creamer. And since I'm making coconut cream, I want it very creamy. So I'm going to go in with my heavy whipping cream. I'm going to add 1 cup of heavy whipping cream. Half a can of my condensed milk. Be sure to shake your coconut milk very well, guys. And for my coconut milk, I'm using the Goya brand. You can go ahead and use any brand that you would like. Just make sure it's a good coconut milk, guys. I'm going to put in my can of coconut milk in here. Give it a good mix to dissolve my sweetened condensed milk. Going to add a dash of my coconut extract. I'm going to go in with my spices. Cinnamon, heaping teaspoon. Don't be afraid of the cinnamon, guys. Do not be afraid of the spices. Coconut goes very well with spices. Coconut takes spices very well. So do not be afraid. Teaspoon of nutmeg. I'm going to add a little allspice. By now, you guys know how much I like to play with spices. And as I said earlier, with these coffee creamers, you can really go in as fancy as you like or as simple as you like. Play with it, have fun. I'm going to go in with a little grated nutmeg. I love fresh grated nutmeg. Now I'm going to give it a little taste. Yes, perfect. I also think that this coconut cream coffee creamer would also go very well with a little rum. You can also spike this one as we did the pumpkin spice. That would work very well because it tastes so delicious. And you guys know, if you're an island person, island girl, island boy, island man, island woman, you know that coconut and rum is everything. And these coffee creamers that I'm making can be enjoyed by the entire family. The kiddos will love it. In the hot chocolate, the teas in the morning, you just add a little dash to it. And then when you're making your coffee, you can spike it if you like. I'm going to go ahead and fill this one up. This is our third coffee creamer, our coconut cream coffee creamer. Beautiful. Okay, so our next and final coffee creamer recipe that I'm going to show you is the turmeric ginger coffee creamer. Turmeric is just so good for you. So I couldn't bring my coffee creamer recipes without bringing you this delicious, delicious and healthy coffee creamer recipe, because the benefits of turmeric and ginger, and especially turmeric and ginger together, is just unbelievable. So we are not only doing the fun flavored coffee creamers, we are also doing fun flavored coffee creamers, but also with some health benefits in there. That is very important to me. So I'm going to go in with 1 cup of heavy cream. And my sweetened condensed milk. 3/4 of the can of sweetened condensed milk for now, because I just want the stars of this coffee creamer to be the turmeric and the ginger. And if you want to add a little more sweetener, feel free to go ahead and do that. But for now, I think that's enough sweetened condensed milk for me. And guys, this is just such a good coffee creamer. I'm not just saying that. Turmeric and ginger is very, very good for you, especially turmeric. Turmeric is a superfood. And I have turmeric in my pantry. I do not do without turmeric. I have turmeric in my refrigerator. I'm not just saying this, guys. This is how serious I take turmeric and how good turmeric is for you. And I use these kind of turmeric powders. I have my turmeric powder from the islands whenever I can get it. I stock up on my turmeric powder from the islands. So I always have turmeric on hand, guys. This is just how good it is for you. You can just put turmeric in a little water in the morning and just drink it. It helps with inflammation. It helps get your blood going. Anyway, back to my turmeric coffee creamer. So I'm going to go ahead and add a heaping tablespoon of turmeric powder. And a heaping tablespoon of ginger powder. For this one, guys, do not skimp. Please do not skimp, because the benefits is worth it. And we just mix. Now I'm going to go ahead and add an extra 1/2 cup of my 1/2 and 1/2. It's beautiful. Smells so good. And this is easy. Just use a whisk for that. If you want to go ahead and do it in your blender, you can, but it's so quick and easy to make. I don't think I needed to dirty up my blender for these coffee creamer recipes, because the whisk works so well with these recipes, because the spices will just dissolve. So you do not need extra help dissolving the spices. I'm going to go ahead and with a dash of vanilla extract. So just flavor it up a bit, guys. But your turmeric is in there. The benefits that you need will be right in your coffee creamer. I'm going to go ahead and give it a little taste. Oh my gosh, so delicious. I'm going to go in with a little nutmeg. Nutmeg is very warming. It's a very warming spice. So I think this coffee creamer recipe will benefit a lot from a little nutmeg to just complement the turmeric and the ginger. So I have my glass jar here. I'm going to go ahead and pour my turmeric coffee creamer into my glass jar. Look how beautiful it is. Perfect. I'm just going to go ahead and put my top on. And all of my coffee creamers will go into the refrigerator. Turmeric ginger coffee creamer, guys. Okay, guys, I'm all done. We have all of our beautiful coffee creamers right here. We have our rum spiked spiced pumpkin coffee creamer. It's beautiful. We have our spiced chai coffee creamer, one of my favorites. We have our island coconut cream coffee creamer. And we have our health booster coffee creamer right here. Our turmeric ginger coffee creamer. It was quick, very easy to make, and inexpensive. And as I said earlier, you can make it as fancy as you like. You can add any spices that you like, put your twist on it, put your spin on it, and just make it your own. All right, so now we are going to taste test our coffee creamers. And this first one is our rum spiked pumpkin coffee creamer. And this one is not for the kiddos, guys. This one is only for the adults. If you want for the kiddos, please do not put the rum in there. And for our first one, our rum spiked spice pumpkin coffee creamer. Let's give it a taste. Yes, you can taste the rum. Guys, this one is definitely not for the kids because the rum is just so obvious in there. So good. Yes. Beautiful. So delicious. Rum spice pumpkin coffee creamer. One of my favorites. So this one is the spice chai. Going to shake it. You can see all the spices in the bottom, so be sure to shake it. Smells delicious. You guys know how much I love chai, so had to go in there with yes, yes, yes. Yes, 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 yes. So good. So good, guys. A must try. For our next cup, we are going to go in with our coconut cream and nutmeg coffee creamer. And for any of my island people, guys, please try this one out. It tasted so good when I tasted it after I made it. So let's see how it tastes with my coffee. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, smells so good. I can smell the nutmeg, the coconut cream. Yes, yes, guys, yes. The coconut cream tastes so good in here. This reminds me of our local hot chocolate. It doesn't even taste like coffee anymore. With this coconut cream, nutmeg coffee creamer, this now tastes like our island hot chocolate. This doesn't taste like coffee anymore. I do not even taste coffee. I cannot even tell I'm having coffee. It tastes like I'm having our locally made cocoa tea. This is what I feel this is. Our locally made hot chocolate. For those of you who do not know, back in the islands, we harvest our own cocoa beans, dry it out, roast it, and then grind it up and make our own hot chocolate. So this is what the coconut cream coffee creamer just turned this into. It tastes exactly like the hot chocolate. It doesn't even taste like coffee anymore. So good. Wow. I did not expect that. So good, guys. Please try this one out. And for our last and final cup, we are going to go in with the one I think would have the most health benefits for us. Our turmeric ginger. Beautiful. I can smell the turmeric. I can smell the ginger. Yes, 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 guys, yes, yes, so good. Guys, the ginger, the turmeric, this is a cup of goodness right there. I think this is my new favorite. We've come to the end of this video where I showed you how I make my coffee creamers at home. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you try these recipes for homemade coffee creamers at home. It will save you a ton of money. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and stay tuned as I bring you more until the next video. Bye.